Good to see you again.
Nice to see you too. It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dave.
How blown away were you two when you first heard this story? I mean, I just saw the movie, and I couldn't believe the twists, the turns, the amazing directions this thing goes. But for you two, when you first heard this, were you just like, wow?
Yeah, I was just blown away by the script, and it was so unique and fresh and exciting and smart, and took me by surprise in ways that were realistic. You know, that didn't feel cheap, and it had great action written in it. And I thought, like, this could be a really special movie, but I knew it would require an exceptional, gifted director, and I had been a fan of Gavin's for a long time. And so once I heard that he was the one who was doing it, it just made perfect sense to me, and it was a no-brainer.
Your thoughts? When you first heard the story?
Well, I read the script and I had a similar experience as Ben. It was a really beautifully crafted ride and a page turner, and you never knew what was going to happen next. And then most importantly for me, what I just identified with was this character of Christian Wolff, and I thought, this is a really unique guy, and I'd love to try to bring him to life. And so I sent the script to Ben. He was the first person I went to, and I was really grateful that he responded, and we got on the phone, and we quickly realized we wanted to tell the same story. And what was important to me, was important to him. We had the same ideas of, like, how do we cull certain themes out of the film, and we decided to partner. You
mentioned the themes, and of course one of the themes that you guys touch on is autism. And something interesting that I saw in an interview that you both did, you mentioned the spectrum of autism that this talks about. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's just that it's a way of saying that autism means a lot of different things. That you can't just, it's not just one set of characteristics, and it's the same thing with everybody. It touches different lives in very, very different ways, with varying degrees of severity and varying degrees of specialness as well. And once I saw how diverse this community was, I got really excited because there was so much opportunity to borrow material from the people that we were working with and talking to, and there were so many cool stories and interesting reactions and ways of thinking and stuff that it was like our cup ran over in terms of how much we could get into this movie, and that we could show that certain that different can be good, that celebrate difference, and that people who are different are oftentimes actually quite special.
All right, true or false? I understand there's a Texas connection to this film. The Airstream, that you guys bought it in Texas. You were looking everywhere for this thing, which is awesome, by the way.
Thanks.
Big fans of those in Texas. But see, is that true?
I think it was in Texas that they found the one, because it was a special one that had the back of it where you could fit, like, the motorcycle and stuff. It had to be able to have, like, his getaway stuff in it, and so there's only one model that had a back end that was that wide like that.
All right, another true or false. Did you keep it? Somebody said that you kept it.
I did. I kept it. Yeah, I kept the. They had to pay me to take it off their hands, of course, because it was a burden. I got a deal though, and I kept it, and I didn't keep the gold and the machine guns, but it is my trailer that I use for movies now. I love it. It's a beautiful Airstream. I loved it.
Question for you, the final question. As a director, how proud are you of this cast that did a tremendous job?
I'm incredibly proud of the cast. Every actor that we went to, fortunate they all said yes, and they all brought their talent and ideas and artistry to the movie, and I was really grateful.